Okay, hello everyone. So as usual, I'm going to turn the desktop audio on, and when I go out on track, because I think this is the same card we used last time, but it might have altered since, so you might need to tell me to raise the volume when I'm driving it, or lower it. We'll have to see. But it's Watkins Glen, it's IMSA, driving the GT3, AMG GT3. I've got a setup this time from a different place, and I've altered it. I just don't know if it's the way this car drives that I'm not a massive fan of, but we're going to work with this. We've got 45 minutes before the race starts, and we're going to just see what I can get, like see if I can just get some consistency and just try and get used to this setup, really. So I don't even know what fuel I need for this. I need to find that out before the race as well. I have no idea what fuel I need to put in. Like, literally no idea at all, which is a bit worrying. But if there's anyone in the chat that's done this race for the Mercedes AMG GT3 and you have a rough idea of the fuel, please let me know so that I can at least I've got a rough guide. Right, I'm going to go out and just let me know about the sound, if it's too loud or too quiet. Okay, so let me know if you can hear me or if it's a little bit too quiet or loud. Sounds okay. Okay, that's good. Oh, understeer. The car doesn't feel very safe through that section. I have took wing off of the setup. I've took a bit of wing off it. I'm going to let him go on the inside. He's in a faster car. Go on. Left side. That's a GTE car, so a little bit faster than the car I'm in. They just got more downforce, so they can just take the corners a lot faster. Not confident with this setup at the moment, but we'll have to let the Porsche go now, which is going to affect the start of the lap. But
Still there. Clear on the right.
I think a lot of people were going to lose rating last night. Oh, missed the apex. So this is the only problem with practice, because you drive around with the GTE cars, it's hard to get any sort of got to try and find some space on the track, really. Got another GTE. I'm going to let this GTE car go, and then I've got a nice big gap behind him, so let's let this GTE go, and then I can have a gap. Not really comfortable with the setup. It just feels like it's understeering far too much. Right, let's try and see what we can do now. No, wrong line. Didn't take the curb. Just feels like I'm getting so much understeer everywhere. Not a very good lap really, but I'm guessing he's just come out of the pits. I don't want him. He's gonna wreck. So what you'll find, these GTE drivers, even though he's just come out of the pits, he'll literally think that I should move out of his way. Really, he should back off and then start his run, but too much of the curb times one. Yeah, so if anyone's in the chat that races on iRacing and you've driven the AMG and you know the fuel, please let me know. I have no idea. Alright.
Right side.
Let him go.
Keep to the left.
He's only gonna wreck me lap again, so might as well try. I've got GT cars all behind me. There's no gap. Yeah, I can work it out. I just need to work it out in a minute. Look at the understeer you get. This is why. It just rolls off. It just. I have no idea. It works fine for me. Have you made sure that it's on its like shortest setting, Kerr? As in, make sure that the rubber thing's like screwed all the way in. You have to make sure it's screwed all the way in. That's too much off. And let's go back to pits. I don't know what to do with this setup. What's the matter? Come on now. Yeah, yes. Yeah, big dog. Come on, Kim. Okay, good girl. See you in the morning, love you. Good night. Try and work this out. Let's just go back out and look for a. I need a gap on the track, really. Sim pit, is it a new one or an old one? It depends how old they are. I've got a setup done by I've got two different setups I can use, but this so far these are like proper, apparently like people that do setups for the pro drivers, but I feel like they tone them down and make them easier to drive a bit, but if you open the diff up, you will get more oversteer on power, but then it'll get more understeer off throttle. Let's just stay with this and try and I think I might just have to be a bit more gentle with the... Try and ease it through the corners a bit, because it's such a big, heavy car. Look at the understeer there again. Right. Let me go now. Right, I'm just gonna bring up the thing, so I have to cover this up. Apologies, but because I use a paid for setup, so I have to do this. Have a little look. They've already... Let me go back up on that. And they should... I'm gonna go back up on that just to see if... That's what I had it on before and it was working fine, so I'm just gonna try this again. This setup with... I've changed something before, thinking it'd help the understeer out, and it just seems to have made it worse, so I'm gonna go back with it and see what it's like now. Hiya mate. Barter P88. I'm not allowed to remove the setup blocker. Oh, sugar, yeah, I'm with you. Oh god, let me just wait there, let me just... I thought you meant when I was on the... Let me just try and find a gap before I can go back onto this. There you go. Right. Sorry, I forgot about that.
You've got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Oh my god, there's just no clean, there's just nowhere without GTE cars all over it. I can't really test the setup out because I can't get a clean run in. Let's see if I can get this lap clean. Nice logo. It's a little bit better now, going back to the settings I had. Apologies, mate, but I need to work out my setup, so I'm not just going to let you through. We're in practice. I need to work my stuff out as well. He's getting clear. I'm not going to let him through here because I want to work something out on my setup. He should be being patient and staying with me and then getting me on the braking into this corner, but... Okay, this setup feels a bit better now. Why? They're being too impatient. If they just line it up in a better place instead of trying stupid places. I'm trying to work on my setup and see about how consistent this is. Alright, we have to join this session for the race in a minute. It starts in 15 minutes. I need to work out the fuel. Wide. $35 Why GT3 and not GT? Because I don't have V3 pedals, and with the GTEs they don't have ABS, so you kind of need to have you need to have, it's an advantage to have load cell pedals. So I don't really want to, and I'm not used to driving. I've never really driven them, so obviously I had a big gap off iRacing, and I like GT3 anyway. So what is it? 35 litre? Is that for the AMG? Yeah. This setup's just so, I just don't. Nice one, thank you for that. I just can't. Not sure on this setup. I feel like it's just too safe. I don't. Welcome back to it. Yeah, I've been back on for a few. Let's just see where the lap was pretty poor, but can't really judge. So let's just check this race pace yet. So I know I can get a bit faster than what I did there in terms of race pace, but Same with that's my race pace full fuel, but I can get it 46s. Before I was in 45s, but the track must have been a bit cooler. I mean, I could have got into the 46s then, but it just felt like I should be around that area, not far off him. It's just the car was just understeering everywhere. I don't know. Let's just enter this race anyway. I'll just run that setup, I think. So 35 litres of fuel I'll put in, then I'll just trust you and use that. Let's hope I don't run out. Quit this. And we'll enter the race. And hope that we just survive. I think it's just going to be another race of just trying to survive. I just don't seem to have the speed again. It's frustrating, it really is. I'm not sure if I used to have my brake, like the force that you have to put into thingy on the options. I don't know if I used to have it different to what I've got it on at the moment, because I've redone my wheel, obviously. Are you IMSA? There you are. So we've got over 100 entered already. We're going the Mercedes AMG GT3. Just hope to finish the race. It's going to be quite hard. I've took downforce off the setup from Craig's setup shop. That's the one I'm running at the moment. I did try pure driving scores. I wasn't that happy with pure driving scores. Maybe if I tried it again now, it might feel better, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to stick to the setup that I'm used to now. Yeah, we just blame him if it's wrong. If we run out of fuel, we've got someone to blame at least. Just join the practice. We got 15 minutes before qualifying anyway. I'm gonna go for a quick. Gonna go to the toilet now, and then I can have a little warm up. I've not even tried qualifying. I don't even. I'm not gonna change this. I'm just gonna lower the fuel. I'm not too worried at the moment. I just need to get used to the braking. The braking on iRacing is where it's a bit different to other games. It's a little, like, especially through slow corners. Right, just go for a wee quickly. Are there going to be any Volvos? I don't think so. You know what? Once with the fact that the person that's done these setups knows what he's talking about, like Craig's setup shop. I hate the way it's done that again. Just Craig's setup shop. He knows what he's doing, and I don't want to alter too much stuff, because if I alter something, it could affect it, especially in the race. I've not even done the full. I've not driven the fuel fully yet, so I don't know what's going to happen if I've took downforce off what he had. He had it on 6 rear wing, so I've put it down to 5 because it just felt a bit too much on 6. Maybe I could try it again, but too sure. Let's have a little. This is the part that the brake force. All right, the 2. I've got it set at 1.82, which I think is just the default. I might tick that. Why has that been unticked? I should have had that ticked. I'm sure that the wheel's quite a good force feedback wheel, so I think I want that ticked. Let's just try that, because I swear I used to have that ticked. Now it feels more lively. I was wondering why it felt really dull. I don't know about a T300, I'm not sure. Not really sure about that. This feels better for me now then. I can feel the bumps a lot more. You're forced to ride. In iRacing, everyone races in cockpit. You don't get an option, which is why I like it as well. Another good reason why. It's to make sure everyone's got, you know, there's no advantage through views. Oh, that I could go down to third gear for that corner, but it's faster in fourth. You probably can higher all over the camera, but I like it the way it is. You can move your seat up. I think that's all you can do is really... Oh, he's binned it.
Go right.
You can move your seat up or down, etc. But I don't think you can... I think that's pretty much how you're restricted. And you can change the field of view, obviously, but... I'm not convinced that running 5 wing is going to last the whole race comfortably. I feel like the tyres might be a little bit... I don't know. I mean, the other setup, Pure Driving School, I think only started with 5, but then their setup was different though. I need to concentrate and try and get a proper lap done now. I feel like there's a high chance I'm going to bin it on this track. The setup feels a little bit weird, but... yeah, I'm getting V3 pedals soon. Well, eventually. I say soon, but it might not be for a few months yet, but... on PC you can use V3 with any wheel because it goes through USB, but on PS4 you can't, obviously. Are you crazy?
Car ahead, go right.
Whoa! Reset! Bloody hell. Yeah, I'm not getting the CSL Elite, I'm gonna get the V3s.
You've got a toy car on the left.
No, I'm not sure on that. From what I've read and what I've watched reviews and people I know, a lot of people prefer V3s over the CSL Elite with the load cell kit. Oh yeah, the MR guy.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Nearly time to enter this, but... So I'm going into this with no practice on low fuel. Oh well. That on the... I'm going into... I feel like I'm not scrubbing enough speed off. Maybe I need to be a bit harder on the initial input on the brakes.
Go left.
Okay. Alright, let's enter this. Let's join that. I need to take the fuel out before I start qualifying as well. How much do you have to spend for a decent iRacing PC? Really honest, you're asking the wrong person because I don't really know. But as far as I know, iRacing can run fairly... It wouldn't look much difference if I turned all the settings off, and it runs fairly comfortably on quite a low MPC. So you wouldn't have to spend much, if I'm honest. But it's the cost of the game that will cost you more. No, I got my TGT from box.co.uk. $499 in the UK. Yeah, box.co.uk. $499. It was £130 cheaper than Amazon. So that's why I got them from there. Yeah, I'm used to the wheel now, I think. I mean, it does take... The more you get used to it. Like, my T500 took me months to get fully used to it. But I'm getting there with this now. Any idea for US? No idea, mate. I only searched UK once when I searched for mine. Because I didn't want to order from anywhere other than the UK. Can you recommend force feedback settings for the wheel? I have one. What, for GT Sport, for the TGT? I just use default 5.5. I tend to do it of everything. I tried changing it, but I went back to what I had on the T500, just 5.5. You have to pay monthly subscription on iRacing, and then every single car and every single track you buy, you have to like pay for. You do get some base tracks, but it's not much, and you don't really get many good cars as in the base package for your monthly price. So it can be expensive. But you can gradually buy your content. You don't need to go and buy it. No one buys everything because you pick a car and you stick to it basically for a while. Right, let's change this. Let me just bring this up again. Just so I can change the fuel. Don't even know how much fuel I'm using a lap, how much to qualify with. I'm going to guess that it's going to be about 4 litres a lap, is it? Anyone know how many litres a lap it's going to use? I didn't even check before. I would think that would... Let's just do that and go out on track. Okay, right. Before I go out on track, does anyone know if it's about 4 litres a lap or something like that? Before I start this qualifying. Right, I'm just going to trust that 13 should be enough. Oh yeah, so that's plenty then, isn't it? Okay, let me go back in then. Don't need that much fuel. 1 minute. I'm just going to take some fuel out because I put too much in. So I can do qualifying with just 11 then, can't I? I should be fine with that. 3, 4, yeah, I should be fine. I'll apply that. Undo that. That back on. Qualify. So I'm just gonna. I haven't even practiced qualifying, so I might. Let's just see how this goes. Taking it easy on the first out lap. I don't want to use up the tyres. I haven't even changed the ride height of the car. I should really set up another setup with a lower ride height for low fuel, but I find that going from GT Sport to iRacing isn't really a problem for me. Doesn't feel like there's much grip on this track, so I'm a little bit worried about this. I don't think I'm gonna be. I could be right at the back behind people. I should be higher up them. Let's start getting a rhythm together and just pray for a clean lap.
Green flag, green flag.
Right.
Okay, here comes your first time lap. You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Not particularly great through there, but come on. Missed the apex, but let's see what we can do. Being a bit of a wuss on this lap, but not particularly great. Oh, no, 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 no. Ah, messed it up then. I tried to throw it into... Oh, well. Not going to improve there. Tried to throw it in a little bit too aggressively, but could have gone a bit faster. Not much, though. I'm not feeling this car, but let's have a little look. Okay, so it's not too bad. We're in P1, 2, 3, 4, P5 at the moment. Let's change the setup and put the... Let me just do this before I do that. Apply that. On. Take that off. Don't want to forget to take that off again. Not too bad really. Not the worst qualifying. It could have been worse, to be honest. It could have been better as well. I mean, you look at the top time of 44.5. Obviously a very fast driver. He's 8th ranked overall. So he must, I mean, my iRating's 4.2 and he's a lot higher than me, so he must have over a 5k. But still a very good lap. I think I could have got down to a 45.5. But I think hopefully my race pace is going to be able to match these at least, and hopefully we can pick up a top 5. Just try and keep it clean. It's going to be hard though, I think. I'm not sure about the setup. I feel like it's going to wear the tyres, but let's go to the track and see. So we're going to do...
1 lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road
We
is
want
closed.
to add 35, someone said. So that's what I'm going to add. Take the tyres off. We don't want to add the tyres. And then that's it. Okay. Put the relative on. So not too bad. P5. I didn't expect, to be honest, I thought I was going to be in the back 5 of the grid rather than the front 5. I'm quite surprised. I know I'm still a long way off the top time, but I will start. I think the pedals will make me find a bit of time once I get some load cells. I think that'll be worth a good 3-4 attempts. But consistency and the fact that I'm not playing it every day as well. I'm obviously GT Sport's the main priority, so I'm just trying to get at least two pieces of content from iRacing every week because I do love iRacing, and I've missed it. I missed like the realism and the more authentic approach, and like the start, like what we're going to do now. This is a whole lap of a warm up. You know, like on the last race you saw, we only did a bit at the end, but because on Watkins Glen they do the whole lap, so we've got to drive around in formation for a whole lap before we start the race. Yeah, qualifying could have been a lot worse. It was quite safe. I took it very safe and just... I think I could have gone half a second faster, but I think if I would have pushed for getting like a low 45, I would have binned it. It was pretty certain that I would have binned it. Oh, I can imagine it being chaos here. I'm hoping that I'm hoping the lead GT3 driver doesn't make the mistake that happened at Monza, where he tried to stay with the he's gonna let him go. Yeah, this is good. So he's letting him go. This is what I like. This is good. This is good. He's letting him go, which is good. This is what I was about to say. I was hoping he wouldn't go straight away then, but he's letting them go. Now he's going. That makes sense. Good driving, sensible driving by him. Because if there's any chaos in the GTE class, we won't be right on the back of them. It makes so much more sense to do that. I wish everyone would do that at the start. That's what I would do if I was at the front.
Past the 28 car. Catch the 18 car.
Yeah, I hope it's clear. I just hope I survive. I'm a little bit dubious whether I'm going to even make it to the end. I'm not 100% convinced, but we'll see. My record of surviving in GT3 at the Glen is not particularly great. Just to warn you.
Car for 33. Car.
But the GT3 driver knows what he's doing. He's that much faster. If he would have held onto the back of the GT cars, he would have caught them up and it would have been chaos. So it makes sense what he's doing here. You have to get ready. It's going to start in a minute, so I need to be right on it here.
Get ready, going green.
I don't want it to go green on the corner here. He's gone.
Green, green, green.
Struggling to keep with these drivers in front here. There's going to be a battle to hold on to the position I'm in, I think. But be careful of them times ones. Oh, the understeer through there nearly caught me out again. Oh, I've got to watch them times penalties. Start being a bit more cautious, I think, on the limits. Okay, we got a faster car coming up now. I think he's got past one of the slower drivers. Oh, this driver behind's catching me up. Come on, let's try and concentrate a bit here and improve this pace. So he's made a mistake, the driver behind. Give me a little bit of a breathing space. I haven't even practiced the pit entry either. Oh god. Oh, he's made a mistake, the driver in front there. He nearly went too deep into the corner. He's lost a big amount of time. Sorry if I'm not looking at the chat. I just can't really afford to at the moment. I'm trying to concentrate 100% to stay with this driver in front and keep this other guy behind. It's a 45-minute race, by the way, just so you know. I've seen a question then. Oh, God. I've got a juice there. I made the mistake he did before. Let's try and stay tight here so I don't lose too much time. This is really close between myself and the driver behind. We're matching each other at the moment. Nearly, we're both like, oh, this is getting so close. The driver behind's nearly in my slipstream and I'm nearly in the driver in front slipstream. It's just gonna, if we all pick it up, it's gonna get a little bit messy, I feel. Oh god, another warning on the track limits, but I'll take that. I went in a bit too hot. Whoa! The car nearly went on me then. I don't know if the tyres are getting a bit hot. Oh, he nearly lost it behind as well. I had to take that. I had to accept that I was going to get another ×1 then. I have to just be a bit more careful with these ×1s. Have we got someone who's had a crash in front of us? Or someone with an issue? It looks like he's got damage. Is that a back marker? Yeah, it's a back marker. Thank you. Messy few laps there. I lost quite a bit of time. Need to start getting back on it and try and gain a bit of time back on him.
You got about 5 laps of fuel.
Yeah, they're not going to keep up with the top rated drivers on this. I don't play it enough. You need to remember, a lot of these people play nothing other than this game. Some of the people that will be at the front won't even be higher rated than me. It's just when you're playing it all the time, you just get the consistency and a lot more speed. And obviously setups make a big difference on iRacing because everyone's got different setups. Got it back under 3 seconds, but it's the pit entry I'm a little bit worried about. I've not practiced it at all.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
We've got the GTE car. Oh, is that the DP car coming through? Might not catch me up until a bit further on though. I'll let you through in a minute, mate. Wait for the straight, wait for the straight. He's gonna wait. Well, and that's it. Thank you. I'm glad that he did it like that. Better for me. So I haven't practiced this pit lane entry, so this is a little bit worrying. Uh-oh. We got to pit this lap. But what's happened with the car in front? He's slowing down. I didn't want to take any risks with the entry, so I took it nice and safe. Not risking anything, just playing it safe. Are we sure it's 35? Because why is that car pitted less than me? I'm a little bit worried that I've not put enough fuel in here. He's put well more fuel in than me. If I run out of fuel now, I'm going to be gutted. Are we sure it's 35? That doesn't seem enough to me, but I don't know. We'll see. Oh, understeer. I'll let him go there.
Clear.
Try and use his slipstream a bit.
The leader's pitting now.
Oh!
Left side, clear.
Big moment then. Oof. I panicked then. Hiya, Phil. Car feels weird again with the fuel. Obviously, heavier now. He's going to go for that on this. Go on, go for it. Let me just tuck in behind you.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
And then he can go through as well. I'm gonna let him go through. This is chaos. Right, just go. I don't want to take anyone out.
Still there. Clear on the right.
Go on the inside, mate. Go on the inside.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Jesus, car feels different now. I'm a bit worried about the fuel, so I know I'm short shifting a bit and not going to do... It's not really going to save much fuel, that, but... I can't work out if I've got enough fuel. I need to download the app, really, to work it out. Need to push a bit harder here. Oh God, I thought I'd hit the wall then. Jesus, I panicked big time. No, no, no. No. Oh, shit. I don't know whether I got much damage off that, but I braked early and it just went the rear. Tires are starting. This might be why they had the extra bit of downforce that I've took off. Yeah, I was too quick on the downshift. I don't know if I don't know if I've got damage. It should only be a little bit. Just got to try and hold on now. There's a silly mistake. I downshift the third too quick, but... Now I'm under pressure from the driver behind, and it looks... Is he gaining much on me? I can't really tell. It's really loose through that corner now. I've got to be careful on there at that point. Go on, go on the inside. Go on the inside. Go on.
Right side.
I'm going to try and tuck in behind him.
Clear.
You have to wait for the straight, mate. Just wait for the straight. Wait for the straight. I know you're battling, but I've got a car behind you. Go. Go on the inside.
Car right. Stay on the left.
I want to let him get in front.
Clear on the right.
Right, this car I'm going to let go on the inside. Oh, no, he's not really... Is he close up? Yeah, go on.
Left side. Clear.
This is quite tactical. I've got to be really careful not to give too much to them because the car's right behind me.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
I think we've got too much fuel. I don't know. Go on, you go on the inside. Go on the inside, that's it.
Clear.
Unless this is a longer race, which I hope it's not. I don't know. I'm hoping it's not a longer race. Oh, there's chaos. What's going on up here? Oh, we got a back marker in the GT3 class. I need him to get out my way so I can then get past him. Come on, you hold. Come on, you're a back marker. Move out the way. Come on. Why is he defending this? Like, come on.
What's he doing? I'm trying to find the way.
Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Man, look, he's even blocking the GTE driver. What is he doing? Ah, he spun off. I think the GTE driver might have tapped him, but you know what? I don't blame him. Oh, I've got no tyre. Oh my god. No! No!
Car on your left. Stay on the right. Clear on the left. Right side. Still there. Clear.
Jesus. Man, massive panic moment. Go on. Go, go.
Right side. Clear.
Tires are dead. Tires are dead.
Right side. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Ooh. Not close enough to go for a move there, which is good. I don't feel confident on these tyres now. I'm a little bit worried about the fuel here, I have to say. It must be a longer race. I haven't got enough fuel to go to the end. Oh my god.
Left side. Clear on the left.
I don't think I've got enough fuel. If it's a 50-minute race, but I think it must be an hour or something by the looks of this. We've got another 2 more laps worth of fuel. We'll have to see how this goes. I'm going to hold on. I might as well just try and hold him off.
You've got about 2 laps of fuel.
Didn't get on the power on the exit again.
Left side. Clear. Car on your left. Still there. Hold your line. Clear. ya.
I'm praying this says final lap when I go over the line here, but we haven't got enough fuel. He definitely said 35, didn't he? Oh yeah, final lap, yes! We might be able to hold on. We've got to hold on. We've got a final lap. We're in the chance still. Right, let's not panic now and just concentrate. I was getting a bit sloppy, panicking. Let's push now. I think I'm going to build the gap up. Well, yeah, thank you, mate. I was just panicking towards the end. I thought it might have been over a 50-minute race. I think we've built the lead up now. That's okay. Just annoyed at that one mistake I made. The fuel was perfect. That was perfect, the fuel, that. Thank you very much for that recommendation. I just panicked at the end.
Flag, it's over. Bring it back to pits, we're going.
I just panicked a bit. But, yeah. I lost a bit of speed when I started to panic. Whew. Normally if you do one race, you know, but normally I thought it's a 45-minute race, and I started panicking because sometimes if it's over 45, it goes to an hour on the odd race. But I'll take that. The mistake was a bit annoying. That one mistake, but I don't think I would have I was definitely close enough to make maybe make a mark on him at the end, but bit frustrating that we made that just one tiny error. So we ended up P5. It's not the worst. It was a reasonable result, to be fair, considering that's my like, obviously second race in IMSA, I think it is, and first race back on Watkins Glen in a long time. So I'm reasonably happy with that. I would have liked to have not made that mistake and kept on putting some pressure on P4. But it wasn't to be. We made that one silly error. No, it's not the worst. I shouldn't lose any iRating. That's the main thing. That's what I've said. You know, my aim at the moment, coming back to iRating, is to try and avoid losing too much iRating. Try and pick the game back up slowly and just try and, you know, just keep it clean. It's really quite it's stressful when you've got all the other cars coming. This is what I like. Obviously, you miss off GT Sport with the multi-class. When they're coming through, you do feel a bit of pressure to like make sure you're getting out at time at the right time without losing too much time to the fight you're fighting. And sometimes the GT cars and the other cars don't realise you're in a race as well, so it can cause a bit of trouble. But looks like a lot of GT, 1, 2, 3, 4 GT cars having problems there by the looks of it.
little look at the we was never gonna match this guy's speed or this one, but I felt like P3 wasn't that far ahead, I don't think. VR iRacing. I won't get via VR until the technology improves a bit more, I think. I feel like the technology needs to just advance a little bit more than what it is. Just I won't save the replay. I won't upload that. It was a bit of a static race, so no real need to save the replay. Just that one daft error that I made. Let's have a little look, see what. I don't think it'll be particularly high points, but have a little look. I'll guarantee a lot of the drivers ahead of me were a lot lower ranked than me. Alright. You see, like the driver that I was racing was only a 2.1 KI rating. I'm nearly 4.2. I lost one I rating, which isn't too bad. But the driver in the lead, where is he? Was it this one? 5.8. He's nearly 6 KI rated. So he's obviously a fairly good driver, but I really should be battling with this P2 guy. It's a different set of setup, mate. So that's a big thing. I need to find someone to give me good setups that'll feel right for me. Because when I was on it last time, I had the setups that were working for me. I had someone else from my esports team doing it with me, and he was giving me good setups. And I was much more competitive. At the moment, I feel like I'm behind where I should be. We gained a bit of safety rating. Didn't lose. We lost one I rating, which I'm not too worried about that. I started P5 and ended P5. But we had let's have a little look down the field just to see what there was. Have a little look, see if there was any. Quite a low, to be honest, that was quite a low split. Was that even a top split? It had to be a top split. Yeah, it was top split. It was just quite low rated. Obviously quite high in the GTE class. No, it doesn't work like that, Jonesy man. Because if I'm rated 4K, I should really be starting. I should have started P2 really in that race, judging by my I rating and how fast I used to be on the game. But that's the problem. If I would have just started I rating from fresh now, that would have been an okay result for me. But because I've played it over a year ago and I've built my I rating up quite. I had it to 4.8, 4.9. It was verging on getting to 5K. And then I lost a lot when I came back to it about 9 months ago. Did 3 or 4 races and then just didn't go back on it and then just come back again now. So my real I rating is probably only about 2.83. But it all depends on setups. I need to find setups that are going to work for me better. That, again, it didn't feel competitive to me. I don't know. I remember when I used to use the some of the Ron's Brockman or something like that. And some of his setups used to feel really nice for me. But then I used to use some of my mates' setups as well that he used to do. I don't know if anyone remember him. EOL, Pedro. Did a lot of Project Cars. He just disappeared off the place, like the planet. I haven't heard from him or anything. So I need him to get back on the game to help me out a bit. I just don't have time to mess around with setups. That's the annoying thing. I could obviously sit there for hours, but I've not got the time for that. But overall, not a bad result, really. No, the overall winner was a 5.7 KI rating in my class. The overall winner in the whole thing was in the DP cars, which no one drives. That's why, look. He's in a DP car, which you'll find 2 people driving it or something like that. It's a pointless class. They need to really get rid of the DP and change it. Put a new car in there, like an LMP2 or something. Or a new DP car. Because, look. There was only 2 drivers in that class. It's a dead series. It's like a dead, not series. It's a dead class within this series. No one drives it. So like, discount them, and then these are the real top rated drivers. Like this one here, he's I rating 7K.
7,022. Then 7.2, 6.4, 4.8, 5.8, 5, 5.3, 6.6. Really competitive, the GTE class as well. That's another reason why I want to get the V3s before I get back into that. Because I have done a few of them in the past, but I always found the braking a little bit hard with the T3PAs. No, it doesn't lose me points. It will lose me safety rating though. I gained plus I gained safety rating in the race though, because I only had a few times ones, and then we had that really, because I held it and tried to stop it from hitting the wall as hard as I could, so it wouldn't have been a massive I don't even know, it might have just been a time 0. I don't know what it classed it as. I can't remember. But really, we should be racing higher than that though. And we were much faster than these drivers, but we were pulling away from Steve behind us as well. We obviously had that issue at the end, but in the race we were pulling away from him. We had like a 6-second lead at one point. And we was pretty equal to him, but he's only 2.1 iRating. But you don't know how long some of these have been playing the game. That's another thing. Yeah, if you have a look at the way my profile, I'll show you my profile when I was playing it. Obviously, when I first started it, all I was playing was iRating. So you find when all you play is iRating, you're going to go up fast. So I went straight up to I was on pretty much 2.5 within the first few, like, with under a week. Then it's leveled off a bit, but then slowly went up, and then there was a big increase there, a drop, and then back up. And then we got to just under 5, well, 4.7 I think it was there. Then look, I didn't play it for all that time, which was pretty much, what, about just under a year. And then we did a few races, dropped that much iRating, and then I haven't played it since then, which was about 8 months. So we've had like another 8-month gap. So I need to not do that again. I need to get rid of these gaps, because when you come back to iRating, your graph always goes back down, and then it should slowly go back up. 4.1. As long as I'm still not losing massive amounts of iRating, but kind of need to. I don't know. It's just, it is frustrating when you was. What I know is the car's not handling the way I used to have it with different setups, but then they changed the Mercedes AMG. They changed all the setups around on it, so I can't get it to how I wanted it. Nathan Powell donated Australian $2 through Super Chat. Phil wants to know if there is a car you want. At the moment, let's have a little look. Once I get the V3 pedals, that's going to be when I'll probably buy more cars, because at the moment the cars I've got here are these: the Audi R8, that's a free one, that's a free one, that's a free one, free. I've got the 488 GT3, the 488 GTE, I've bought them too. They're free. McLaren I bought, Mercedes I've bought, Porsche Cup I've bought. That's one that I need the V3 for, so V3 pedals as well. They're all free. Let's have a little look at the cars I haven't got. Where are we? Let's have a little look. No. The only other ones that I'm gonna probably get once I've got, obviously, I'm definitely gonna get an LMP1, because I love faster, high downforce cars. I like that, the more downforce on cars. Where's the? You got the Audi, or the there's a Porsche as well, I think, isn't there? Probably down here somewhere. I should start getting some credits as well for iRacing soon, because I've put my email there if anyone wants to recommend me. If you want to join iRacing, in the description's my recommendation. Like, it's just an email. You put it in when you join the game. It doesn't cost you anything. It just gives me
some credits towards getting content, which helps me out for my channel. So if you're gonna join iRacing, feel free to. I missed a donation. When? You missed a donation. When did I miss a donation? It's set. I'm not on here. It's not. Huh? I haven't got any on here. I've had Nathan's donation, which we're having a look at the cards now. Oh, I didn't miss it. Okay. Where's the? Yeah, there's only. I mean, what I'm gonna plan to get is these are the cars that I'm gonna get eventually. So I will be eventually buying that Porsche, the Porsche 911 RSR. Not interested in NASCAR really. The Formula Renault 3.5 and the Formula. Where's the Renault? Where's the Formula Renault for the F3 car? I have no idea where the F3 car is. I'm sure there's an F3 car. There's a ProMaster. Phil Denty donated £15 through Super Chat for the car of your choice. Thank you very much, Phil. I appreciate that, and I will probably I'll buy a car once. Obviously, I'm trying to think what one I'll get. I mean, I would get the Z4, but it's quite weak. Oh, thank you. I didn't even see you there. Thank you very much. That. Oh, that was even hotter than normal. Yeah, hot. Thank you very much, Phil. I appreciate that donation, mate. See, the Z4, I don't think it's very popular at the moment. It seems weak. I'm trying to find the. Where's the F3 car? The form. Not the 3.5. The. Am I blind or something? Right at the bottom. That's not. That's the Williams car. That. Is there a page I'm missing here or something? There it is. Delira. Sorry, it's the Delira. There it is. I've got it. It's there. So that's the other one. You've got the IndyCar Delira as well. Delara, whatever it is. Delara. That'll be one that I want to get because a lot of the real racing drivers are driving this at the moment. I don't know if you know about like Max Verstappen, Lando Norris. They're all driving this at the moment. So but I did want to get this, but David John Gibbons let me know that it's really sensitive on the brakes and he wouldn't recommend it unless you've got some load cell pedals. So once I've got them, I will probably get that. I'm trying to think what I could get. Do you know what I might get with your money though? Do you know what I might get? Once it clears with YouTube, obviously, and I will possibly buy a car for a fixed series that I've always wanted to do. The RUF, the GT3 one. Is that the GT3 one? I think it is. Or is it? Is there another one? I'm trying to work out which one there is. There's a GT3 RUF and a. I think that must be it, yeah. Let me just show that. We finished P5, luckily. We had a mistake where we nearly we did bin it a bit, but we managed to save it. So I might get that because that car, I'll show you now, Phil. What am I on here now? In the official races, it's a fixed series. It's GT3. Everyone's in basically an RUF GT3, like the one. If you play Project Cars, you'll know what car I'm on about. The V8 supercar is very, very tricky to drive, but it's this one here. At the moment, they're at Laguna Seca. It's like a. How long are the races? How do you? I think you find. How do you find out how long the races are in a series?
I think it's about a 25 minute race, something like that. So it's quite a good series to do. It's fixed setup, so everyone runs the same setup. I think ABS is on the car. It's fairly stable to drive. I was watching Matt Malone drive it. It's fairly stable, so I'm thinking of getting that just for another series, just to run as a fixed series, because fixed series are better for me at the moment, because while I'm trying to get back used to the game and I don't have to worry about setups, I do also have the Ferrari to do that fixed series, but it's at a weird track that I'm not that sharp. What is it? What's it? Where is it at now? Charlotte Motor Speedway, which is, it's a tricky track to learn. I could learn it. Let's have a little look what the next week's tracks are for. Oh, I've just done it again. Built the T. Let's have a little look at go to. Right, let's have a little look at the fixed series and where it is next week. Yeah, Phil, I'm gonna look at the RUF, probably at Getting With Your Money. Let me have a little look at the schedule for this, for the Ferrari as well, because this was quite a good race. If you watch the video we did, I miss Zolder. I didn't get a chance to get back on. I did want to do that. A bit gutted I missed out on that one. Imola. Oh, that'll be quite fun. I like Imola. So next week we've got Imola in the fixed series in Ferrari. So I'll definitely do that, because I was on that track practicing it not long ago. So I've got the track in my mind. Let's have a little look. What other what's the IMSA track? Schedule. Because tomorrow we're going to be doing the FIA practice at Suzuka. I don't think I'm going to do Nordschleife. I just haven't got time to learn it properly, so I'm just going to do what? So we're at a Brands Hatch. I think the Audi might be better at that one. I might try it. I might give, because I did do a warm up on that as well, so we can try that next week. We did a little warm up, but didn't get a chance to get back on it. Hopefully we can do more than. Let's see where the official season, the VRS series is at. Where's VRS on here? There it is. So it's at Silverstone, but the old circuit at the moment. But it's at Spa. I will do that. That'll be good. Oh, that'll be quite interesting, because I have a theory that next week we might be racing Spa on GT Sport as well. I think we might be, but I'm not 100% sure, so don't take, obviously, my words for it. But I think that there's a chance we'll be racing Spa next week. What date is it today? You have to play GT Sport. See you later, mate. Yeah, I'm not doing another race tonight anyway, because the next race isn't until 11:15, and I can't stay up till 12 o'clock. But yeah, I think that Spa might be coming to GT Sport. So if I could do that on the Monday before it comes out on GT Sport, that would be quite. Oh no, it's out on Tuesday. When's the update out? Does anyone know the update for GT Sport? What date it is? Is it the Wednesday? Might be the Wednesday. I'm not sure. Look, I think it's the 17th, isn't it? So yeah, I'm just checking what day that. So yeah, it's next Wednesday, isn't it? So Tuesday's a changeover, so we could possibly do a day stream and stream Spa and try and do a race just to get warmed up on iRacing for when it comes out on GT Sport. If it does come on GT Sport, I'm not 100% sure, but we could maybe we might as well try it and see. So I've got a lot of tracks I can do next week, a lot of options, and if I get that, obviously I'll have to wait, Phil, until the end of the month when I get my YouTube money before I buy that car. Because at the moment we're a bit skint after Christmas. And obviously we've got it's so annoying. We got obviously Christmas, and then we've got both our girls' birthdays in February. Nice timing. I'll get that in about. I should have the YouTube money from last month through at the end of this month, which is between the 21st and 28th. So once I get that through, I will buy that Porsche, or the RUF, I'll say. So that'll give me more options to race then. So I'll have two fixed series that I can race. There's also another fixed series that I think some people will probably enjoy watching. I quite like the car. It's the... Where's the Fanatec? That one? No, it's that one. I haven't bought the car yet, Phil, but I will buy the RUF at the end of the month. Obviously, because I don't get any, like when you donate now, I don't get that money straight away. I have to wait. I won't get that until the end of February, the way YouTube works. But when I get my money for this month, I'll just use that and get a car. I'll get the RUF with some money when I get the end of this month. But see this one. This is another series that I could do. It's a fixed series, and it's like it's basically a GT3 car. Now, this is a free car as well. So when it's at a track that sometimes it can be reasonably competitive, but other times it's a bit weak. I'll have a look at the schedule, see where that is at. Oh, it's at North. So next week is a Zam. Oh, oh my god, there's so many combinations I could do next week. Zamvor. I love that track. What do I do though? This is a problem with me. I want to do more combinations, but this is why I will never get strong in one series, because I'll be trying to mix it up too much. But I could do that because I think you'll enjoy watching that car. It's quite fun. It's quite tricky to drive as well. It takes a bit of getting used to. The traction control's on quite a high setting, so you have to be really smooth to stop it kicking in. I'm much better tempered when driving on iRacing. There's a reason for that. It's because there's no stupid penalty system, and even though the GT drivers are quite aggressive sometimes, but I can understand where they're coming from. So I give them space because it's less stressful, because you know you're not going to get a random penalty for like something stupid. See, yeah, I told you all would get down to I knew the 57th were possible. Like GT Sport, like last night when we got hit from behind because a car missed his brakes and I picked up a 5-second penalty. On iRacing, I would have got a times, possibly for the how strong the contact was, maybe ×2, and it wouldn't have cost me any time. So, do you not like the Cadillac to drive? I quite like it. I used to do it. I mean, if we go, it probably won't show up actually on my results, will it? It'd be that far back. But I used to do the odd racing that. I quite enjoyed it, especially when I first got the game, because it was a good way to get my license up. You'll probably find, if anyone watches Aries, he'll probably drive this because it's a free car. Once you get into the Mazda, this is a next license up. So if you increase your license, you can gain your license up faster by getting in this car, and then you can get into the C class really quick. I think I fast-tracked by using that car at Laguna Seca once. I fast-tracked myself to like a C license so I could get on the GT3 cars within about 2 weeks or something of having the game. It didn't take me long to get on the GT3. It doesn't take long to really get on GT3 anyway on iRacing. It is if you've got the speed, it's fairly quick at getting your license up and your iRacing up. I could do also what I want to do for everyone as well is race a Mazda race. Because I've got the shifter and I haven't used it properly for ages, so it'd be quite interesting to see if I can get back into the thing with the shifter, because on iRacing with the Mazda you only need to use the clutch on upshift. On downshift it's got a bypass, which apparently it's like that in real life, so you don't need to use the clutch when downshifting, so it's handy for me with the bar in the middle of my seat. Yeah, Phil, you missed the was Phil in the I feel like Phil was in the yeah, he was he? Was Phil in this morning's stream on Blackout? Was you or wasn't you? I can't remember. I don't think you was actually, because we didn't have any mods in, did we? But yeah, we streamed Blackout earlier today just for fun. Only for about an hour. And Nathan was. Oh, was you there? I think. Yeah, it might have been you that I seen then.
I definitely saw someone in there for a bit with the blue. But yeah, see you later, Jonesy man. Yeah, we're gonna end the stream there anyway because I'm gonna record some stuff. Or actually no. Yeah, I might do that after actually. Last night after I'd streamed, I went on and did my video so that I could obviously get more, do another stream in the day. So I might do that again tonight. Record the Monza race for anyone that can't be bothered watching the stream. It's just I like to do it so they can catch up. And also I've got a I want to upload that race. If anyone watched the stream when we did the practice race in that what car was it? The N200 with Twizzy and the other driver when we were battling all the way through the race. It was a proper fun race. I want to upload that as well. And I really need to get this brake bias video sorted as well when I've got some time. But I like streaming too much. So in my free time, when I'm not doing a video from a race, I tend to be streaming. Right. Anyway, we'll end that there. So I don't know if I'll do another. Possibly might do another race at Watkins Glen. Maybe on Sunday, get a bit more speed. I'm going to search for some setups, have a word with David John. David John Gibbons, is it? I'm going to have a word with him and see if he can help me get the setup a bit better because he's got a lot more knowledge on setups than me on iRacing. And I might try and do it again on Sunday maybe because we'll be doing GT Sport now tomorrow and Saturday. Have you seen Golfy 777? No, I don't know who that is. Yeah. We'll do tomorrow. Will be FIA practice in the night time. So we're going to practice Suzuka. We're going to get the strategy sorted. So we'll be definitely doing it this week because I feel much better now. So we won't be ill. Hopefully, won't be ill tomorrow. We'll do this. We'll get all the strategy sorted. We'll do like 3 or 4 races on it. Yeah, I have got the iRacing bug, but it's just I still love GT Sport. So I just want to make sure I'm doing like at least 2 streams on iRacing a week. Just to keep myself used to the game and slowly improve. And I'm not going to improve like I would with if I was on it every day. But as long as I just keep some consistency and keep getting used to it, at least then when I get the V3s, I'll be a bit faster anyway, just from them. So, yeah, getting the bug back a bit. And I also need to get back on a set of course. So I think it's progressed a bit now. So I need to try that out. I've only tried it once when the game came out. I've not been back on it since. So I need to do that as well. There's a lot of content I need to try and be getting to the channel. I kind of wish the FI races were only once a week so that I could have more time to practice. And I wish they were once a week and a bit longer. Maybe like a 30-40 minute race. I think that would be better in my view. But yeah, does it feel much different now, Nathan? The actual, like the feel of the game, does it? Because when I first played it, I wasn't like... It's one of the reasons I didn't want to go back on a set of Corsa, the Competition A or whatever it is, was when I first played it, it kind of didn't feel as good as I expected. And I didn't want to go back and just get such a bad image that it ruined the game for me. So I just left it and thought, I'm going to let them improve it, leave it to get better, and then I'll go back at a later stage when it's obviously advanced, and then I won't have a bad image in my head. I want to go in fresh when it's a lot further on in development. But I haven't been back on it yet, so maybe I should go back on it and just see if how much it's improved. We could stream that one day. I don't know what it'll be like because with the display capture, it might work. I'll have to try it with the game capture as well, see which one works best. Did you not play it early? Right. I did it. It was full of bugs. The AI was terrible. They were just parking in the middle of the track. There were just so many bugs on it. Handling was a little bit weird, if I'm honest. It didn't feel as good as the original Assetto Corsa. For me, I felt like the original Assetto Corsa was better when it first came out, whether it's improved. But it could have been the force feedback that was causing that as well. Because the force feedback didn't feel as good as the original AC for me. Felt a bit weird. And I can't explain why. It just felt like it didn't feel as it like the bumps didn't seem to communicate as much through the road surface as they did on the original AC. Yeah. We'll get back on that as well, because that's going to be another game. If anyone's doesn't know about AC, it uses the same. It's going to eventually use the same matchmaking system that GT Sport and iRacing have. So you're going to be grouped with fast drivers. So the racing should be really good fun on that, and I'm looking forward to that when it's eventually at that stage, which should only be in a few months really. The full release mustn't be far away now, so they should have the matchmaking on there soon. So anyway. Thank you to everyone who came in the stream tonight. Thank you to all the people that donated. Thank you to everyone who subscribed during the iRacing stream. And I will see you all tomorrow for the FIA practice. And there should be a video going up tomorrow as well. So make sure you check that out. I'll try and get that up. Hopefully try and get the video up again before we stream, so that the video goes up a few hours before the actual stream. I'm trying to make sure that I've always got a video every day now, as well as the stream. Obviously, now the kids are back at school, so I can actually get on with doing a bit more work. I'll tell you next stream how long for ACC. Yeah, thanks, mate. I'll look out for that. I should just go on the official Twitter feed and check it out. But anyway, thank you everyone, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. See you later.